audio on Instagram, wait, Twitter and Instagram, whatever. And yeah, his entire page is just dedicated to being cool, being an alpha male, and putting down women while trying to convince everybody how cool he is. But babe, we can see you. We can see you with our eyes. So in the comments section,
Hey, what's up, guys? Another edition of the Nuke Stream. Had to move it today because I had a friend over yesterday. I wanted to spend time with him. Hadn't seen him for a while, so just moved it to today. Um, but some announcements, like I said on Twitter earlier today. Um, so the Discord got demonetized, and the explanation they gave me was that I was selling products or dating products, and that went against their TOS, so they demonetized it. They didn't want me to charge people for stuff like that. I don't know, something to that effect. So that's demonetized and all that. Um, so I can no longer do any coaching or any calls, not coaching, consultation calls on Discord. So that's gonna be paused for now. So for the time being, I'm going to start trying to find a way to do calls and consults. I know some people want to talk to me one on one. So we're working that. I'll probably spend a good portion of my day setting that up tomorrow or later this week, um, depending how everything else is going. Uh, Speaking of demonetization, my yesterday's not yesterday's Saturday's Rule Zero got demonetized for a copyright, which is very interesting, because it was for a laugh track. So one of the videos that got shared on Rule Zero, um, sorry, one of the videos that got shared on just Rule Zero on the show as an example, the laugh track is a copyright. I did not know. I don't know how that works, but yeah, apparently, so they demonetized the video, and then I just basically just cut out the sound, and we're back monetized again. But that was the strangest thing. I really don't understand the copyright system, but apparently even a laugh track is copyright. So beats me, you know. So yeah, and then yeah, Nuke Stream is still gonna be Sundays, guys. It's just that I had to move it. So anytime I'm busy on a Sunday or something pops up, I would just move it to Monday night, and go from there. So yeah, those are the announcements. If anything comes to mind, I'll bring it up. But yeah, those are really what's going on. Um, in terms of what uh, what we're gonna talk about today, we're gonna talk about the power of shutting up, shutting the hell up, and why it's detrimental to say more about your dating life than you have to talk about it, even with the women you have slept with and all that. We're gonna go through reasons why it's so hard for guys to just shut their mouth when they date women, and we're gonna go through reasons why it really will improve your life overall, but mostly your chances and luck with women. So yeah, shutting the hell up, man. Like I remember when I was in the Navy. One of the big things, especially in our second and third deployment, was that we wanted to be a quieter ship, right? Like when I say quieter, I mean less signals coming in and out, less ability to be found, whatever it was. So it was very interesting because they were starting to crack down on a lot of stuff. Like they 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 didn't want people to tell their spouses or people back home where we were going. You had to be quiet about what port we were going to, at least with until like we were 3 days out from going to the port. And then me being a nuke, I had to I had confidential information um, that I was in charge of, and all that. So you had to learn how to keep a secret. You had to learn how to shut up, and you had to learn how to not say anything because you could affect ship's movement. It could affect your position, tell people your position, whatever, normal military stuff. So I learned how to keep a secret early. But one thing I noticed was that in life, people really have a lot of trouble s- saying too much. And that's one of the laws of power. One of the laws of power is always say less than necessary. And guys feel bad because they're like, "No, I got to be honest and forthcoming." But honestly, you don't owe everyone you meet all the time an explanation as to why you're doing something, what you mean by something. You can live life kind of you can live life just saying what is necessary. You don't have to say more than that. And people struggle with this, and especially in the age of social media, people are always trying to show off, tell everyone what they're doing all the time, and they can't help themselves. And the thing is, it's one of those things where it's a lot of people don't see themselves do like they don't have the introspection to see how they themselves are talking themselves out of good opportunities, good a good life in general, luck with women, whatever it is, they can't see it. I'll give you an example of this. When I was in college back in the day, there was a lot of not protesting, but a lot of criticism about the Patriot Act. Where the government was just kind of spying on the average citizen. That was in the wake of the September 11th attacks, 2001. Um, but a lot of my college friends or people I went to college with were complaining about how the government was constantly peeking into people's lives and security and safety and associated with that. And for me, I was like, fair, that's fair. But when I saw on Facebook, they would post literally everywhere they go all the time, posting like, hey, we're having coffee here, or I'm having beers here. And I know that it was fun because it was Facebook, but it just didn't make sense. Like you're worried about people coming into your personal life or caring about your personal life or getting into your business or sacrificing your privacy, and you're posting exactly where you are, what you're eating, and who you're with. And this is when I was like 20 years old, a long time ago. So what I'm saying is, guys, is people can't help it. They have to, they have to divulge so much things about themselves to the point where it's detrimental, or it just ruins their chances of a happy life. So yeah. Oh, look at this. We have a super chat from Marisa Pereira, my good friend. Nice to see you. You get one of these, ma'am.
Thank you so much, best friend!
Marisa Pereira. Marisa. I always say it wrong. I'm sorry. With the is that Brazilian? $20? Still learning from you, Nuke. Didn't mess up. Sorry, I can't send dollar. Oh, please don't worry. Like even if you sent me $1, I would appreciate it. Uh, I'm just glad that you're doing all right. How's Brazil? How's everything? Let us know. Let me know in the chat. And I'm glad you're doing okay. And guys, I had a chat with Maraisa recently. But I'll let her Maraisa, if you're okay with me posting that YouTube video in the chat, let me know. If not, but yeah, thank you for watching. Um, but anyways, guys, uh, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So that's the interesting thing about us humans, right? We like to like shit on people for being loud mouths and saying too much, but then we do it ourselves. And even I do it. I post too much or do too much, and then I crawl back and I'm like, how could people do this to me and comment on my life and be mean to me. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm giving them the ammo. I am helping them. You're actively helping them. And there's different levels of this. There's people that post their children for clout, and then they're getting mad, like, why is the internet full of weirdos and all that stuff? I'm like, you posted your children on the internet. Like, why would you do that? Maybe Facebook's okay, maybe a private Instagram account, but like you posted it on public where every single person on earth can see a picture of your kids, all for like 50 likes. Like, wow. And this is what worries me. And what I've seen is how much people will do just for a little bit of clout or a little bit of a couple likes. They will literally put their children on the internet for a couple likes to boost their brand. And so we have a problem here, guys. We have a problem where humans, we are completely enthralled by social media. We'll do anything for to matter on social media, and it just it's crazy. So, but this affects us more as men, right? This affects us more in our dating lives because we want to find a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, girl for the night, whatever you want. Um, but at the same time, we want to brag. We want to tell the world, look at me, I'm awesome because I slept with the chick, or look at me, I'm awesome because I'm married, or look at me, I'm awesome because I'm a dad, whatever. But the internet really does not care that you are those things. Um, and we're gonna get into why and all that stuff. Okay, Marisa with the $5. Uh,
Thank you so much, best friend!
Marisa Pereira with $5 Brazilian. It's okay to post. I'm doing good and happy you are too. Oh, thank you so much. It's good to hear from you. Guys, I'm going to post the interview I did with her. It was a great interview. She is a brain doctor from Brazil, so definitely smart. Most likely, definitely smarter than me. And we had a great chat. Very insightful. She's a very self-aware woman, and I just wish more women were like her. But she is, and also Marisa, you got a lot of people that really liked the interview, commented, and they said the same. So uh, yeah, let me post it here really quick. So okay, cool. All right, you know how it is, Marais, America. We got so many conspiracies and all that stuff. So there's the link, guys, if you want to watch it later. But anyways, yes. So how can we control ourselves and not say more than necessary and keep our mouth shut and not ruin the chances we have with a girl? Um, how can we do that? And we're gonna what should be the first point I talk about here? Uh, okay. So the problem is here, guys, is that we love to brag. We as humans, we love to brag. We want to show the whole internet how awesome we are. We're starving for validation, so we take to the internet to find different ways to validate ourselves. And you have Facebook, which is your validation for your family life. Look, I have a family and I have a job. Life's great because Facebook tends to be more of like family, old friends, and all that stuff. You have Instagram, which is a validation for your lifestyle. Look, guys, I'm in the middle of the ocean on a yacht. Or look, guys, I am doing this cool thing and you're not. Or look at me, I'm buying this or I'm hanging out with this. Right. So there's that. We have we have X or Twitter. You have validation for your ideas and humor. Sorry. So you go viral. Look, I'm awesome. I must be smart because I said something intelligent. Look at me, people. I'm smart. Um, you have LinkedIn, which is validation for your career. Look at me, guys. Look how awesome and accomplished I am. I know I'm so happy in my career, and I made the right choice for my career and all that. And then you have Tinder or Hinge or whatever dating app, and it's like validation for how you look. Like, look, I got 5 matches. I'm beautiful or I'm hot. So all these apps seek to validate us in a way. And sometimes in order to get that validation, you have to give these apps a lot. Like you need to put a lot of your life out there. And we're going to talk about dating mostly, but yeah, you have to put all this personal information, and some people go to the length of just pretending or lying about their whole lives just for a little bit of recognition or validation. There's women on, especially X, that I've seen that they they swear they're beautiful, and like, sure, every girl, like every guy, will find some girl on earth attractive enough to sleep with. I get it, but some of these women really are lying about how they look and all that stuff. Like, it's crazy. And they'll go. Guys will go lengths to do the same. They'll have a Roman statue account, and then they look nothing like any Roman ideal human being or something. It's the strangest thing. So, um, like when you're with your homies and you share a picture, and the picture is like a naked girl or a girl you hooked up with or something. Those are guys you trust, right? Those are your friends. You're doing it because you just want to show your friends, tell a good story. Those are your trusted friends. I think that's okay. Like, that's no big deal. Girls do it too. But yeah, I think that's all right. But I think the issue is when we show the world, everyone who we slept with, our wealth, accolades, and it puts you in a weak frame because you're what happens is, guys, is that you're trying to qualify to the world for your to, you're trying to qualify and get the world to accept you for who you are. Like, look at me, I have sex with bad bitches, or look at me, I have an expensive car, or look at me, I have a nice job. It really is just you saying, please, internet, validate me. Please, internet, give me, you know, what tell me I'm awesome, please. And it's like, I get it. As humans, we do it. It's normal. Like, we all have our day where we want to brag. It's normal. Like, we're humans. It's okay to be a little confident. But it comes to the point where people's whole life is built on what other people think of them online, and that's not healthy. Uh, and I always say this: think of it like this, guys. Women are on this planet for you to enjoy, right? They're not for you to show off to other men like trading cards, unless they're your own friends and you're in your tight circle, like your best friend or something. But women are for you to enjoy. They're not for to use to be. They're not for you to brag about to other men. They're not to be used for uh, your own kind of, unless they unless they want to. But really, guys, it's women are for us to enjoy. And if you see them as something that you need to do to achieve, to feel like validated in life, then you're not going to be very happy. You're going to be constantly chasing validation, and you're going to forget the whole point of dating, and that's just to enjoy women. Uh, so women are always going to be a lagging factor of success. They're not ever going to be there to. They're not the goal, right? Women are never going to be the goal. They're not there to kind of teach you, or sorry, uh, they're not the carrot. The carrot is the goals you want, the things you want out of life, whatever goal. Women are just the lagging factor of success. They are simply, hey, things are going well. A girl suddenly felt the confidence, calm, and sort of higher risk taking kind of uh vibe that I give off, higher testosterone, because I'm a winner at life at this moment. And she decided to join the club, to join me in my journey. That's what women are. They're not supposed to be the goal. They don't want to be the goal. There's nothing a woman hates more than being the goal for a man. So, yeah. Um, and the thing is, here's what happens when you start talking about women and sharing and telling the world, whether it be a social circle or internet and all that stuff, is that first off, you invite unnecessary jealousy from men and women. And I'm not talking about the good kind, the pre-selection kind. I'm talking about envy. I'm talking about people that want to sabotage you and all that stuff. You don't want that to happen, right? There have been situations where, um, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, where you maybe hook up with a girl in a social circle and you're quiet about it, but the girl starts telling everyone things about you. And it could be just, like, I had a girl tell everyone that I was her boyfriend. And I was like, I don't know, that I ever said or gave her the impression that she was my girlfriend, but she told people. I don't know if it was serious or playfully, but now I just like, hey, I don't want to hang out with this girl. Like, I think that she's ruining my reputation. She's making me seem desperate. She's spreading rumors, whatever. And I think, I don't want any part of this. And the same thing is for guys. Like, when you go around telling people, yeah, I hooked up with that chick, or she's like this naked and she looks like this, or she said this, word gets around, guys. And within that social circle, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, stay away from Nuke because he likes to brag. He can't keep his mouth shut. So always be careful and just keep it to yourself. Um, so there's that. Uh There's another thing you can invite, and that's violence. You don't know who's in love with the girl you're messing around with. There could be somebody that has been chasing her for weeks or months, and she could be leading them on. That person could be violent or drunk one day or have nothing to lose. And you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you can invite some violence in your life over a piece of ass. And you don't want that. Now, in this case, it could be like the girl told him and, whatever, like it may not be your fault. But why instigate it? Why increase the chances of this by just bragging and telling people? Just be quiet. Just enjoy women quietly. Um uh yeah, let me see. You mind Yeah, so again, there is no upside to broadcasting your sex life. There's only downside. Women's second favorite thing is to be sluts. Their first favorite thing to be sluts without anyone finding out. So help them, right? The One of the things that women check for on a first date is that you're cool, is that you're not gonna be the type of guy that judges her, that's just gonna go run to your friend group or run to your group chat and say like, "What a slut." She needs to feel like you're on board, like you're just one of those chill guys that doesn't see her that way, so she can feel safe. So just be that. Even if you aren't, you can pretend, but just be cool. Don't judge. Don't say anything. Just let just let her know implicitly that it's cool, that you're not here to judge. You're not going to be opening your mouth and telling the world that you hung out with her. A lot of girls have to deal with men that tell, like what happened to me, that tell other men that, yeah, we dated, we fucked, we did this, we did that, and in reality nothing happened. And girls, how they are with their reputation. They're gonna protect their reputation with their life. So, yeah. Um, all right. So let's take a quick break and then we'll continue. Mm, 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 mm. All right. So I remember when I first got serious about dating, early 2021. So there was this girl I was hooking up with. She was she was a Jewish party girl, just liked to party, seemed fun, very nice, nice. And essentially, I hooked up 2 or 3 times with her, and then there was a big ice storm in Texas. No big deal. We kinda, like, stopped talking, fell out of contact, whatever. Um, and over time, well, it was my birthday was coming up, and I needed a date. I wanted a date for my birthday. Now, that's not the smartest thing. You should probably hang on your birthday, you should probably hang out with people you care about, like your friends and family, but I wanted to bring a girl along, whatever, cool, whatever. It wasn't like I was doing anything major anyway. After that happened, um, after that, like, I invited her for my birthday. I matched and went on a date with another girl, and I decided, "Hey, this girl's more fun, so I'm gonna cancel on girl A and go out with girl B." Girl A, the girl that I mentioned first in the story, she didn't like that very much, but she was like, "Whatever, it's the game," she understands the game that guys cancel too. But I went on Twitter back I had, like, 500 followers at the time or something like that, and she was, I had bragged about how I just skipped out on, or I just canceled on a girl to go out with another girl, just bragging on Twitter or something. This was 2021. And after that happened, she found the tweet because I forgot that I had showed her my Twitter once because, she was kind of chill like that and she wasn't happy. And what ended up happening is, yes, I did go out with the other girl, had a good time. And I posted the picture, I think, on Facebook of us having a good time. And then later on, um, she had posted on the "Are We Dating the Same Guy Dallas" page all about me. And was it true? Half things were exaggerated, not true. Like I put the post on Twitter all the time as a warning sign to other guys. Like, yes, do not mouth off your like these things that you do. Just say, "Hey, sorry, I got sick," or "Hey, I my friends decided to plan something for me, and we can hang out a little later." Whatever excuse you have to do, and you'll be off the hook, less drama, you might be able to see her again. And yeah, so I got posted on that page. I was on that page for like 10 weeks. It was a hit, apparently. But and then a lot of guys would be like, well, like it's a pre-selection. Like you got somebody to show like the girls are now aware that you exist. And if you cause so much drama with one girl, some girls were like, well, like that. And I'm like, yeah, sure, great, but like at what cost? My privacy. So when I say this, guys, it's just like the power shut the F up is very important. It's not to be taken lightly. Don't think that don't think that bragging is gonna make you feel like it's gonna no one cares. Honestly, no one cares who you have sex with. Unless it's someone like a celebrity, and even then, no one will believe you. Your friends, you tell your friends will laugh, just like your friends will think it's cool or whatever. But honestly, guys, women are on this planet for you to enjoy quietly and privately. And that goes for your wife, your girlfriend. You don't have to parade people around all the time. Yes, we all have brands and we all try to show off our brand. And part of the brand is like, look, I have women, right? But I don't really post much women in, um, I don't really post much women online. And when I do, it's like just normal, like maybe me, I'm at a salsa night. Like, look at me living a normal life. But guys, like even in like it doesn't matter how pretty or ugly or mid the girl is, the internet will always find her unattractive or want ask for messages of her or ask you for her nudes through messages. The internet is a weird and creepy place. Um, it's just not worth it. You might have to do it if you have like some kind of dating content or all that stuff to kind of like show everyone that you got it, as part of marketing. You kind of have to do it a little bit. But for the most part, guys, like you don't you don't need to show off too much. Keep it to yourself. In the social circles, I've dated women that uh I dated a woman once casually. It was just fun where she didn't even tell her best friend. Did I believe her? No, but she made it a point, hey, this is between you and me. No one has to know, and it was quiet. And I would pull up, and we would act like we barely knew each other. I would give her a kiss on the cheek. We would dance, whatever. No one suspected a thing. And that's perfect. Everything has to be quiet in order for you to enjoy women. So, yeah, and just like Dirty Fago is saying, like this red pill stuff, also keep it to yourself. Don't tell anyone that you're here, that you watch this stuff, unless they watch it too. Don't tell anyone like this is for you. And even if they do know that you watch this stuff, don't discuss it with them. There's better things to talk about with your friends, you know. Um, but yeah, um, there's guys that have gotten their lives ruined by saying too much. Careers, um, marriages, friendships, social circles, even their lives, all gone because they said too much, couldn't do something privately or quietly. They just had to blow it up. And I know as time goes on, it's going to be harder because women are now do and say everything. They have a diary. TikTok is their diary, and everything they say or do is put on the internet. You can't even have a falling out with a chick because she will go on the internet and make a diary post about it for everyone, for validation. That's not on you anymore. That's on them. That's just part of the game, and we'll figure it out when it comes to the point where women can't shut up and we could barely even have a relationship with them without them blowing you up on social media. We'll figure it out. We'll trade notes. We'll find a way around it. We always have, and we always will. Um, but there's not much benefit or upside to broadcasting. You know, living a quiet private life is underrated in my opinion. It's nice to just sit here and realize that no one is worried about me or what I do. I am I am besides the people in my life, I am away from the whole drama of the clout chasing, all that stuff. I just do me and just be quiet. Yeah, like keep your cards close to your chest. In the Navy we call it operational security, and I think that's a great thing to carry into to have carried into my personal life. Um and there's certain things, obviously there's things that are common sense. Like if you're going to go on a trip, don't tell anyone because now someone can break in to your house. You're not there. If you're having sex with someone, don't tell anyone because some guy might get jealous and sabotage you. Some girl might get jealous and sabotage you. And also it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to hook up with a chick in a social circle that no one knows about. It's hilarious. Like you say hi, what's up, and everyone's cool, and you're just looking at each other like out the side eye, like I just like she'll look at you like I just ate this motherfucker up, and we're just acting like nothing happened. Um, yeah, women are good at reputation management. Also makes them good at knowing how to ruin yours. Yeah, I mean, they're really good at reputation management. Sometimes I just leave it up to them. Like, because here's the way I see it. If I'm in a social circle, and whether it be like a athletic club thing that I get together, or my friend group, or a salsa night, whatever social circle I'm in the moment, and I'm having sex with a girl, two things are gonna happen. Either she's going to keep it secret and do all the reputation. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm just not gonna say anything. No one's gonna know. Like, no one's gonna know. Either keep it secret or she's gonna tell everyone, and I get the boost from like pre-selection. Um, and I get more. Well, that's it. You get a boost from pre-selection from other women if there's other women in that social circle. Um, and yes, there's gonna be a little bit of churn, and you may have to leave the social circle, but you got the job done, and it wasn't your fault, right? Obviously, there's some people that can't keep secrets. It wasn't your fault. You just said, hey. Uh, you could you could totally play the victim. You could be like, "Hey, I wanted to keep it a secret to protect her and myself, but she couldn't keep a secret." And now there you go. You've engineered the situation for you being the victim here. Like, "Hey, I just wanted to be private. I didn't want, and it makes you look more mature. and she may have to leave the social circle if she's not already left yet, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, let other people mouth off, let them talk themselves out of a good time. And it's like that one movie. Some people are just too stupid to have a good time. So don't let that beat you. Enjoy women, be quiet. It's not like there's no benefit in there's no there's no benefit in telling anyone, right? There's just none. Anyone that you don't trust or anyone that you don't hold dearly to your trust. So, okay. So anyways, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the Substack. I'll put the Substack in the chat here. Boom. Subscribe to the Substack, and I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you later.